Okay, so you meet people through friends. You meet people like fake online dating, not real online dating. I've tried online dating. I hated eHarmony because I kept getting duds. I get the most. I was just like, I'm not paying to meet unattractive people. It's stupid. I tried Match.com. Same thing. Negative.
I feel like
That just sounds like MySpace.
Right?
Like
Go next.
I think.
Oh God.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds really.
Something that we did in high school. It was like a high school meeting thing. I still get high five, like.
I remember high five.
Yeah, I still get those. I don't know my password, my screen name, nothing, but I get in my email address.
Do you?
It's like these people want to meet you, or like they like you, or something. Like they don't know me.
No,
Get them away from
that's
me.
creepy. I do. I judged. One of my friends was like, "Yeah, I met the guy I'm dating on Plenty of Fish." And I'm like, "Girl, you know what them free sites? That's where all the creepers are." And then she's like, "No, he's actually really nice." And then another one of my friends was telling me about this guy. He was like, "No, he's really nice. I met him on Plenty of Fish." And I'm like, So I tried it, and the guys are pretty nice. I met some really nice guys, but y'all like, and yeah, it's just don't. It's just not for me. And so then I've always wondered. And my mother told me one time that what did this girl say? Girl, she's a grown woman. What did my mama say? She said something like, "You don't want to be in a relationship. You're afraid of commitment."
I am.
What?
Are you really?
I'm afraid of commitment.
Why?
Because I'm like one of those people who, if I feel strongly about something, like it's either strong or nothing at all. So I'm going in for it if I'm in for it. Like, and I feel like if they're not into it as much as I'm into it, I'm gonna get hurt because I get hurt so easily. It's not even funny. It's disgusting, actually. I'll just say, like, you won't see me hurt, but I'm gonna be in my room crying because
what you did wrong, right?
Yeah, like it's something I did. Like I'm crazy, like whatever. But I don't know.
So you're just afraid of being hurt, basically.
Yeah, I don't want to be.
So
hurt. I don't want to be
commit.
made a fool. No,
So
it's not that I don't.
So then I can't. So you can't really fairly say that you're afraid of commitment. Then
I am afraid of it.
well, I guess okay, afraid of it and
I'm scared of
avoiding it altogether. Well, do you avoid it altogether?
Depends. This person I'm talking to right now is the closest that I'm not avoiding it. If that makes sense.
This is okay. I kind of get
Like
it.
I'm trying to just be, but it's making me crazy a little bit.
Is it because the other person is saying they want more than you're ready to commit to?
No.
Or that you,
It's just like I said, it's either hot or cold. So if I like something, then I like it a lot, and I go hard for it. Like I find things about him that I really enjoy. So I don't really see something other than the fact that he loves to be with his friends, and I just want to be his friend, honestly, right now. So it like hurts me a little bit that I can't be one of his friends. I'm like somewhere else. Like I'm in another category right now.
Right.
But I want to be friends.
Chill.
Exactly.
You want to have that chill.
I'm not trying to be like, so we're married now. Kiss my hand. Like, like no. I literally just want to chill out, have a good time. Okay, yeah, we could go out. Like exactly. Like we could go out, but honestly, I just want to be in a big ass t-shirt and my underwear and some socks. Because I like socks. But like just chilling. That's all I do when I'm by myself. So why can't I do that with you?
I get it. Yeah, I feel like that's part of relationships that I don't like dating. I hate
it's not fun. I don't say that's supposed to be like
the honeymoon
thing to do.
No, because like you, I'm on or I'm off. I don't really do middle ground. Too tough. I'm either not sure how I feel about you, or I'm working on that, or I fuck with you.
I'm never not sure. It's like I'm such a love at first sight type of person. Like if I know between like the first conversation if I'm gonna mess with you heavy, or if we just gonna be friends. Like I always know, and I'm always right about that. People are always like, "Well, you can't tell at the first time." I always know.
Like that. I wish.
Yeah, no.
I wish. I've grown very close to people that I don't say people, but like guys that I wasn't attracted to initially have ended up being long-term relationships for me. So I try not to gauge someone in like that first meeting, but then it's like after we go on a second, third, and fourth date, and I'm still
there's no second chance.
I always do that. I mean, we could be friends kind of thing, or we can hang out, and then dudes will always be like, yeah, okay, thinking that you're gonna come around and just all of a sudden be attracted to them, or that the chemistry is going to kick in. And it's just like, the way I see it, as long as I tell you we're just friends, I don't feel bad. Like, I don't feel like I'm leading you on. I'm not sitting in your lap. I'm not caressing your chest and like, cupping your chin and all that. Like,
right.
I'm gonna sit and just
reading your hair. Ain't none of that.
Right. I don't. But you know what I've also found? That it seems, I don't know if it's just me and the vibes that I put out. I don't have anything in my hand. I don't know what she's looking my hand for. I don't know. One thing I can say about me is I'm consistent. I don't know how to not be myself. So I'm just I'm always as I am. How you meet me is how you're going to leave me. Or how you're going to stay with me. That's just it. It'll just be like a deeper awareness of who I am, or like, you'll know me better. You'll know my personal business, which I just don't tell people. But what I found in dating is just like, it's not as easy as it was like when I was in junior high, or so do you want to be my girlfriend? Like, that was a thing.
How much
Check the box, yes or no.
Exactly. So it's like, I hate that uncertain stage of, so what is this? I don't want to ask you, because I feel like if I have to ask you, you're not really committed to a thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm rather old-fashioned where I prefer to be the suit. I would prefer to be pursued. I'm not going to make you chase me, but I'm not going to, like, I'm not going to make you, like, guess, do I like you? You'll know I like you. And then I'm going to let you be the aggressor, if you will, and be like, okay, so we can make this a thing. Right. Or I'm not going to be like, so are we talking? Are we not talking? We're dating? Fuck all that. I hate it. I'm uncomfortable. I don't do it. If I have to question where things are, I'm definitely pulling out. Like, that's when I'm going to not answer your text messages, or that's when I'm not picking up the phone calls, or...
I suck at that. That's another thing that's big in this dating world. The texting back and forth, like, that should mean something. Like, right. For you, you just gonna read my message and you're not gonna respond? Or you just gonna not respond for days? Like, you
I
just
don't have
gonna
receipts
respond
on. Oh yeah, I got one of those.
A little bit? Like,
you answer when you want to.
Yeah. That's how it goes, because I'm grown.
I pay that bill.
This is my phone.
And I was like,
oh, well, I guess we ain't nothing, and I guess I'm just your friend since you just hit me up when you want something, or since you hit me up when you can. So it's like, how did my phone situation and how I text get into feelings? Like, how did that work? Yeah. It's so weird. It's so weird. There's so much that goes into it.
You can't tell tone through text.
Ooh, everybody thinks I'm pissed. But I'm not. Like, you're just missing my sarcasm. Like, and that's and speaking of another thing, like, I don't want to say don't do, but I don't like following someone or someone following me on social media.
Then you're dating.
Like, you need to know me.
You only follow me on one thing. Like, we can only follow each other on one thing.
You don't know me well enough to interpret whether or not you should take this post personal, or whether I'm like serious about this and I think like this is like my thought process, or I just think the shit is funny and I posted it. Like, I feel like you shouldn't learn who I am through what I post on social media.
Yeah.
Because I'm more serious some days, I'm more of an asshole other days, and I feel like if you want to know about me, you need to ask me. You don't need to ask my feed. You don't need to ask what I'm tagged in and whatnot.
What you post is just what you post. It doesn't
it's a small percentage of who you are as a whole person. It shouldn't be used to gauge your entire character. Not to say that if a guy is posting bitches ain't shit and all they good for is this, and this is Woman Crush Wednesday is just like some barely dressed bodycon. If that's your thing, it's your thing. But I mean, it's hard to say not to judge someone for their posts.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to say don't judge me when I know good and damn well I judge other people. But what I think I'm trying to pull out of this mess
We're more
of
complex.
what I'm exactly.
Yeah.
We're more complex than just our posts. The average intellectual is not going to always post the most self-revealing of posts. You're going to post a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You're going to mix it up. That's what your average personal account is going to be. Versus if you have a business or if you have
you're trying to
brand
display a certain
or
type
certain
of
brand.
exactly. So
image.
I'm supposed to think that you're better because everything that you post is related to your
Good
brand.
stuff, yeah.
You know what I mean? You're still a dickhead. You're still trash.
You may be
But
focused.
you also could really be a good person. That's why I said, ladies, answer your DMs because
Dry.
regardless of my situation now that I'm
don't
going through, it's not the easiest and it's not the simplest to explain. But he is a good guy. But his tweets weren't always, the good guy tweets.
Like, what does it mean for someone to be one person on social media and then another person in real life? Like, why bother posting all that on social media if that's not the person you
I
are?
think if it's more of a humor thing, like if you're just having fun with it, you can kind of tell when somebody's just being silly or being funny on Twitter, and then you can tell when they're like
This is my life.
dead serious, like they live this life.
Like I'm under attack, but I keep heading right back. You got me onto the floor.